Hi, hello everyone. This is Erica, and I do know that it's been a while since I have been doing this recording, but that's all right. So, the reason why I am saying something in regards to Derek Chauvin, yes, we all know that he has been found guilty on all three accounts of George Floyd's death. But see, here's the thing that I do want to address. Even though that this is a good start, but the only reason why that they found this man guilty is because they was seeing how the young people were out here. They was marching, and they also see how they was basically ready to turn up. I know here in the city of Chicago, where I'm at right here on 71st and South Shore, there's this grocery store, and I was wondering as to why in the world that they was having this grocery store. They had the boards and everything, just in case if something were to happen. Here's my thing. Unfortunately, it has to take in order for us to really turn up in the streets and let them know that you are going to give us justice. But we know that this country has a history of mistreating us and has a history of not giving us any justice because they do not see us as being human beings. They see us as being three-fifths of a human being. Let's not forget the reason why we have two constitutions. Now, here's what I truly feel and believe, and I do know that there are other commentators out here. I was listening to Vicky Dillers, and what she was saying is everything that was on my mind. This is not the time for us to slack. Don't forget that there were other murders that took place during this trial. So we have others that needs to be taken care of. We are seeing our young men, our black men, our warrior class that is out here being gunned down. We're seeing that. Let us also not forget for Breonna Taylor, there were two gentlemen who was fighting justice for her that they were killed back to back. See, every single time when we say, all right, let's demand justice, and once we do get just a sprinkle of justice, we go back to sleep. I find it funny that they had this particular deliberation today on 420, where it's supposed to be the day where everybody get high, which is also the same day of Hitler's birthday. It's not a coincidence that, to me, that they had this particular thing, jury situation today, because to me in my mind they probably was like, oh, too many black folks is probably high and not even going to consider or pay attention to it. But we did, because it was those of the grassroots, as we know, those who are black first, foundational black Americans, who were not going to allow this to drop. As it was mentioned, witnesses came out left and right, proving that this man is guilty. What I found was so disrespectful, as I was following just a little bit of it because it was so very depressing. How the defense, how they came out with something that was just so asinine by saying that the man died over OD, which was not the case. That the exhaust from the fumes from the exhaust pipe of the vehicle is what killed him. To me, that was a slap in our face, in our of our intelligence, and we as foundational Black Americans, we should not be accepting something like that. The reason why they could come up with such as backward things as to not give us justice is because we have never demanded justice on this grand scale. We never have. And the reason being is because our civil rights generation have made it so that you should not go out here and demand justice because white people was some type of way. They will come to this euphoria and just say, okay, you know what, we know what we did in treating you guys for so long, for so many centuries. We're going to stop mistreating you. We're going to make sure that we treat you with respect. No, right now, as was mentioned, I'm sorry, right now we know that the Asians, that they are soon going to receive reparations. I forgot the amount of millions that they are going to receive due to this false flag of anti-Asian attacks that's come from us black people. Which a sidebar, we have never attacked these individuals as the media like to say that we have. If that was the case, we would not be seeing a nail salon every other block, or seeing a beauty supply on the same block, two of them. I know around here I do see that there's literally two beauty supplies on one block. So if we was mistreating these people, they would not be conducting business in our community. They would be in the white folks community, but white people, they really much can care less about that. So going back to the point, as we have these Asians that's over here getting reparations and how they was demanded it, guess what? We should be using this situation right now, as far as with the George Floyd and Chauvin getting the guilty plea. I'm sorry, the guilty verdict on all three counts. We should be out here now saying, all right, we demand reparations. We're not going to be shy about it. We're not going to try to be like, okay, we want reparations, but maybe, it's almost like when you dealing with a bully, you say, okay, if you I don't want you to hurt me so bad because I'm going to give you this. I'm going to do this to you for you, or I'm going to help cheat on you. But yet that bully is like, oh, okay, well, I won't hit you so hard. We're not going for that. We're not going for that. It's the millennials, those of our age, that is out here trying to help our next generation of babies. We are helping, trying to let them see that this is a fight, and I'm going to say it, this is a fight to the death. I'm sick and tired of seeing our people that's over here that seems to be so afraid of dying. I have always mentioned that my parents taught me and my brother to never be afraid of death, to fear the one who kills the body and the soul, but not the one who kills the body, because you would always come back. To fear anyone, you basically letting them know that you can mistreat me no matter what because I am afraid of you. Listen, I'm not afraid of nobody, and I'm going to just be honest with you. I don't care who you are. I have always been that way, and I will continue to be that way. That's not going to stop. See, my thing is, some people may say that, Erica, you come off too aggressive. Guess what? I don't care. Because when you dealing with people who hate your guts because of the complexion of your skin, you cannot be so nice. You cannot be meek. You cannot be like saying that I'm not encouraging you all to go and do this and do that. F that. Because we have white people on YouTube that literally encouraging their people to harm us. There was legit last week, some white dude was over here threatening black people, talking about, oh, we ready. He was in his little cameo outfit, supposedly out in the woods, and he was showing all his weapons and whatnot, talking about what they gonna do to us. So you mean to tell me that you're afraid to sit up and say, you know what, if you want to treat us this way or you want to behave this way, we're going to come at you this the same way like you trying to come at us. Stop trying to be so afraid, trying to be like, okay, I don't want to promote this. I don't want to promote that. I don't care, because they promote violence every single day towards us. If this gets taken down, guess what? I'm going to do another one and another one and another one. We have to get out of that freaking fear. We over here seeing our babies out here that's being gunned down. We over here seeing our black men being gunned down. We over here seeing our black woman being gunned down, being busted across the head by these Asians and whatnot. We should be stopping that, nipping that in the bud. If we so quick to go ride up upon a brother, if we so quick to ride up upon another nigga, because, oh, you stepped your foot or your pinky toe on my block and this is my block. We should be doing the same thing to these people out here who is literally killing us. These folks are ready for a second civil war. As I have posted on my Twitter, these Williamson police officers, they're ex-police officers, but it was one of them that says that we cannot wait till this pops off. Because I cannot wait to kill these effing niggers, is what he said. We're going to set them back 5 generations. Now, these are police officers. Well, ex-police officers now. Now, here's my other thing, qualm that I have with black people. Oh, white supremacists, the FBI says that they have infiltrated the police department. No, the police department stems from slave patrol. The slave patrol badge, it's the same exact badge that the police officers have. You can look this up. So what makes you think that, oh, all of a sudden these white supremacists, they done infiltrated law enforcement? Law enforcement stems from that. It comes from that. What did the patrollers do? They was riding around their horses trying to make sure, seek out if there's any runaway slaves. And if they have any issues, they was beating them. I posted this on my Twitter, a follower of Dr. Francis Quest Wilson. I posted this showing how they had one depiction of a black man. He's looking in fear. He's fearful. And there's these two white slave patrollers on their horse. One of them had a whip that was ready to whoop him. Guess what we have right now? They rolling up in their vehicles and they got their pistols already out, ready to blow your brains out. So Miss Meek, stop saying that white supremacy has infiltrated the police department. The police used to be known as slave patrol. Once you get that through your skull, you would say we never had justice. These white supremacists, they built this system to protect them only. They made sure that they built this system so that we would not see any form of justice. And the reason why they know that we was not going to try to change it, because we was afraid. They made sure to beat our people during slavery so that there won't be a rise, a revolt. And they also knew that if they can groom one good house Negro, it will put a stop to these field Negroes out here, as Brother Malcolm X called them. So we have a fight. We have a fight from all corners, and Biden has been in office for 3 months. You still have these black Biden supporters, I kid you not, that is saying, well, at least he's better than Trump. Trump was very outspoken. He could give a crap. But yet you got Biden who's being quiet on this. He's allowing this because he is working on crime bills. And he had the nerve to come out recently to try to chastise us for saying that we should not be doing any looting. Are you serious? So with this, going back to the Asians with their bill that's about to be passed in Congress, or if it hasn't already, it is another anti-black crime bill for us. Just this time, Biden and Kamala is being very specific. So if the Asians are going to get something for themselves, to say that anyone that is saying something verbally that they do not like, then it's going to underneath their crime law that you can be put into prison, slapped with a federal charge. Soon we are going to have Latinos going to do the same. We're going to have Arabics that's going to do the same. We're going to have Italians. We're going to have different groups that are going to come out and say, okay, because see, the Asians, what they did is set a precedence. All you need to do is to find some mentally ill, homeless black man to go up and say, hey, and just bust them across the head, which we know that it was all a false flag. We know it. We've seen it. Do not for a second think that those other groups are not going to follow suit. Okay, here in the city of Chicago, it's a young boy. He was 13 years old. Somebody said that he was affiliated with the gangs or whatever the case may be over here in Little Village, and they over here demanding reparations. They demanded millions of dollars. But what is it that our people do? We twerk. We do something stupid. We get high. We be like, all right, okay, cool. And we want to drop our hands. While these white people they know us. They study us. They know how we behave. They know how we are so quick to forget and to forgive. That is our problem. And then too, we have not checked our house Negroes. We have not checked these tap dancing sambos. We have not been so hard and heavy on them, because if we have, them Negroes would be afraid to say something, anything that goes against black progress. They will be afraid, because the minute when somebody else, and we look at Nick Cannon, when he said something that was not racist or what you call it, what do you call it, anti-Semitic, there was none of that he said, but yet they made this man bow down to them, had him going around on an apology tour like Obama did. This is how we should be treating those who betray us. We should be out here letting them know, you're not going to say this nonsense. You're not going to preach this, because if you do, we coming at you. Again, like I said, we so quick to roll up upon a nigga, and we so quick to say Pookie this, and we so quick to go off a hood rat and carrying on. We should be like 0.001 seconds when it comes to going after these Sambos, and also going after these white supremacists who is out here killing us. I have said that these people are devils. I have always said that that's why they're called blue-eyed devils for a reason. They are called that for a reason. They are the little Satan puppets on earth. Ever since that they have came about and crawled out of that Caucasus Mountain, they brought hell on earth. And yet they want to have the nerve and to call us savages? Nah. You're not going to have that right anymore to sit up and call us savages. Like I said, I am aggressive. I am about going after someone who disrespects me. Not just disrespects me, but the minute you put your hands on me, you can call me all type of names or whatever the case may be, but the minute you put your hands on me, you're going to know afterwards not to do it again. Unfortunately, our people is not ready for that. Our people is not ready for that. The reason why is because they don't want to get shot. Black parents, stop teaching your damn kids on try to be meek and carrying on. You got to teach your kids how to survive and how to freaking fight. That's what you need to do. Yeah, you going to have your ignorance in class, but you need to teach them how to freaking fight back. Our next generation, we see them suffering. I'll be damned if I'm going to take part and seeing that our people, our young people, is going to go back into slavery, being on that physical plantation, which is the reason why they always keep it up. They're ready. Remember how we had years ago, we had famous athletes that was saying, I can't think of the gentleman's name, but he said that he wished that slavery never stopped. We have too many of these white people out here that wants us to go back, because they don't see us as being valuable except being their laborers, being their mules. When you have Latinos and other groups that's over here asking questions, what is the purpose of us being here in America, seeing how that they don't have an economy base, that they're not providing anything? They're not doing anything worthwhile like us. They're saying literally, why are we here? So the next thing, we passed freaking step 5 of the Nazi Germany. We don't pass that. Right now, they just like, we're just going to all out just shoot y'all. And we know that we can get away with it because you ain't going to demand justice by it. You're going to sit up and get up here, show your nasty ass in the thong and carrying on and start twerking over here talking about this is how we're going to fight racism. Are you kidding me? You got these people, these other groups out here that is saying, you kill one of ours, this is what we're going to do to you. And also, you're going to have to give into our demands. This is what we could be learning from these other groups, but we ain't. So, this trial, this is our testament. Will we lay back and say, all right, justice has been done? Because who is to say they might give him 2, 3, 5 years? Who is to say? Or if they do give him 15 years, he will get out in 12 years on, 10 years on good behavior. Who is to say that that's not going to happen? Right now, we should be using this as a stepping stone, not only to get every single last one of us on code, but to ensure that we make our demands. We should be sick and tired of being shot down worse than dogs. Dogs is not shot down like we are. They treat dogs with more respect than they treat us, and we are living, breathing human beings who deserve to be on this damn planet like everybody else. We should not just be trying to focus on survival, because when you're in survival mode, you lose all morality. You lose it all. We should be thriving like any and everybody else, but we're not, because their sole purpose was for us after the so-called ending of slavery. They were meant to be murdered, but they didn't. So we multiplied. So what did these white supremacists do? They made laws to ensure that, yeah, we might be physically no longer in bondage, but we're going to make sure that you're mentally and emotionally and any little thing that's around you that you're going to be in bondage, that's going to make sure that you can't advance, or that we give you a ceiling. That's what these folks did. And we are constantly suffering from that. So when I hear a Negro, a house Negro over here talking about we don't need reparations and carrying on, they should be afraid to allow that to be in their thoughts so that it could come out from their mouth. Because see, what's in the hearts and what's in the thought, it's going to come out of your mouth. They should be afraid to even think or fantasize something like that, because they should know that when you say something asinine and stupid like that, we coming at your throat. That's what it should be. You have these other groups that make sure that you say something stupid that's going to stop our progress, we coming at your damn throat, and we're going to make sure that you become a symbolism of someone who does something stupid towards their own people in order to stop them. We have always been at war with these people ever since they stepped foot on the African soil. When Shahrazad Ali said, and I believe in Tariq's Hidden Colors #5, when she said that the Africans, when they saw these white people, they didn't realize that they was opening their arms to savages. And she is correct. So we have been at a race war with them since then. Okay? It kills me. It really irritates my soul when I hear black people saying that we are at a race war right now. We've always been at a race war. It's just that we had too many of our peoples that had their head in the damn sand. And then now all of a sudden they got the wake-up call when it came to Trump. Like, oh, wait a minute. Racism was always here. Yeah, it was always here. But see, when you felt that you got that cushy job making 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, or you see 1 or 2 black people that's over here a billionaire and carrying on, you was like, oh, we good, we straight. Under Biden, it's even worse. Like I said, 3 months this man is in, and look at the hell that we caught. We was saying this was going to happen if Biden was to get in, but no, these old civil rights relics who done passed down cowardism to their children, which is what we are dealing with. And we are dealing with these Negroes, these foreign Sambos who come from Africa or any other Caribbean island. And I'm not ashamed or afraid to say what I just said, because I said it. We have to put up with them because they see, when they are over there in their impoverished land and they see America and they see the negative stereotypes of our people. And in their minds, they're saying, okay, if I want to stand out and not be associated with them, I'm going to do any and everything in order to get on the side of the white man and the white woman. Let's not leave out the white woman. I did a video and I told y'all how violent these white women are. When that white cop on 26 years on the 4th and she shot that young man, talking about, oh, it was an accident. It was not no accident. You was close to retiring. You wanted to be able to shoot a Negro and say, hey, I done shot someone and killed them. That's what she wanted. And she got it. And she's going to get off. You want to know why? because they already screaming. She said it was an accident. So like I said, while this Chauvin trial was going on, we were still seeing our brothers out here being gunned down. So we have another fight. We have another case to focus on. Do not think that they have not done everything just by coincidence. Yo, listen. We don't understand how conniving these individuals are. I have been studying these folks' histories for years. Because see, they do not know what being a human being is. So when you know that you're dealing with someone who doesn't know what it means to be a human being, then you need to stop trying to be a human being to them. You come at me sideways, I'm coming at you sideways. If we can do that to each other, we should be able to do that to these people who wants us dead. Either dead or we on that plantation again serving them. I'll be damned if I go dying on my knees begging. I'm going all the way out. This is not me doing some tough talk or anything like that. You can ask folks about me who I grew up with, and that is exactly how I work. And I'm still that type of individual. That's never going, that fighting spirit is never going to change. And you want to know why I say I still have this feeling? It's because my parents, my own father told me from his mouth. He said, we knew you always had this Malcolm X spirit, this activist spirit, this wanted to go back at them. We knew that you always had that, but that's why we did everything we can to curb that. But we see that that didn't happen. And I said, you're damn right it's not going to happen, because I'm so sick and tired of seeing our people out here being treated like less than a dog. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. You should be tired. I'm over here today trying to brace myself like, all right, this man is going to get off. What we going to do about it? And then I'm like, okay, if he is found guilty, are we just going to say, all right, let's back off, racism is dead because they don't found this guy guilty? Or are we going to say, we're going to now make our demands and this is what you are going to do, and we are going to address these other murders that took place recently? So we got to be ready. White people do not like taking a loss. White people do not like taking a loss. And you better believe me that they are going to come back and they are going to strike hard. But are you ready when they are ready to do that? You can't be afraid when you can't be afraid when it comes to you dealing with these folks, because you don't know if you're going to come back home or not. So with that mentality, if I know that I might not make it home because I'm going to roll up against some racist bastard, may he be white, may he be Anglo-Saxon, may he be Angel, or whatever the case may be, you should have the mindset, all right, let's do this. Find a way. You need to, before you do all of that, you need to have a plan, a strategy. You need to have a plan from A through Z, and then Z back on up to A if you was to find yourself in a situation. If you was to find yourself in a situation, you want to make sure that you already have that grilled in your head before you walk out that door, because I know I do. See, me, what I like to do is, in my neighborhood, if I see cops, I like to go up and I like to look at them so that I could get a mental picture as to who they are. Because what if there's another shooting around me? And when I see the cops, I want to see if those very police officers that I have saw earlier that day, if they are there. I want to know who you are. And some of them, they do be looking straight back at me. And guess what? I be looking straight back at them. One time, I actually did stop. And I was like, can I help you? Because I have every right to be able to look at you. Because, see, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. So when you don't trust a person, your guard should be all the way up so high. Higher than the heavens. It should be so high up. So we going to see as to what black people going to do. But I know as a whole, as a group, that they just gonna listen to them damn mammies from Black Lives Matters and say, all right, we finally got justice. No, we ain't. We ain't got we didn't have justice. Well, we had a slight of justice, but it's not truly justice. Because, like I said, we have these other cases of black men who was gunned down during this Chauvin trial. Okay, and like I said, white people don't like to take losses, so we have to be even more diligent, have our head on a swivel, because we never know if we're gonna have a white supremacist or have one of their race soldiers, I'm sorry, to roll up on us to put us 6 feet under. We have always been in a race war. We have always been targeted for death. Our complexions and their mind gives them the right to kill us. And they like to use the Bible as a way to say that we should be dead, because black has always been associated with evil. It's always been associated with it. I believe his name was Canaan, and then it became Canaan after he accidentally walked in on Noah nakedness, and then that is when he was cursed and all other type jazz or so forth. And that is what these Christians, this is the reason why folks over here, like, how can you be a Christian? You do this. That's because they rely on a particular verse to give them reason as to gun us down, like we ain't any, like we're nothing. Like we are absolutely nothing at all. We should have the mindset that we ain't going out like that. We are not going to stop. We are going to continue to push on. We have to continue to push on. We have to. Everyone who is black first, let me make a distinction. Everyone who is black first, who have the mindset to see black progress, who has the mindset to push for black empowerment, we are in this fight, and we have to fight very hard to the death. It has to probably be. We are in survival mode. They have put us in survival mode. And again, so being in survival mode, you lose all your morality. These people, they have no reason to be in survival mode. They have no reason. The reason why they just do what they do is because they feel that they can, and that they feel that they are superior. They always felt that they was imperialistic, that they can do whatever they want to do, and now it's just that they have history to prove that they was able to do whatever they wanted to do. No one stopped them. Who had the nerve to go up against these Anglo-Saxons to stop them? If I'm not mistaken, recently they have some people in Congress that's over here trying to make an Anglo-Saxon day or whatever the case may be, because they want white people, their own people, to understand the barbarism that they are, or calling themselves Vikings, which they was savages, because the Vikings, they killed any and everybody that was in their way because they enjoyed it. All these different type of, I think it was the bloody eagle that they have created. It's very sick. I'm not even going to repeat as to what bloody eagle is. You could go right ahead and look it up yourself. They have a history of violence. That is the Anglo-Saxon history. It is violence. Nothing more, nothing less. And let us also include stealing. Let us also include torture. We are going to include rape. I'm looking forward to Tyreek's buck breaking. I know it's probably going to make me cringe on some of it, because I hate seeing anyone in the process of being, sexually assaulted. But I do know that it is going to be an extremely educational and excellent DVD. Document. I am pretty sure, and it is something that every Black First individuals, they should be having in their collection. And if you have anybody in your family that you could try to share with, go right ahead and do so, to try to get our people on board. Those who don't want to change, or whatever the case may be, don't even give them 5 minutes. Say your piece and keep it moving. Say your piece and keep it moving, because all they are is a distraction that was presented towards us by these devils who walk on the face of this earth. If you want to see, if people always want to know, is there a good versus evil? Yeah, look at someone who is pale skinned and then you will see that's evil. I ain't got time to try to figure out if you're going to hurt me or not. Either you show me that you are for being a human being, that you treat me with respect, I will treat you with respect. Until then, you're going to get the common courtesy. But as far as respect goes, you got to earn that. You gotta earn respect. So I'm not just gonna be giving it out freely like cotton candy or whatever the case may be. But that is the piece that I have for this. I really wanted to say something about this. I had to dust off my mic and carrying on. I do know that I want to continue to make some more videos out here, because there are some things that I want to say that I might not say on social media like Facebook or Twitter and stuff like that, because you know that they be taking stuff down. I don't have my accounts suspended so many times. Right now I'm suspended for 30 days. I don't have so many multiple, Twitter accounts, because when you do speak truth to power, your account is going to be targeted no matter what. But it is okay for everyone with their hatred and disdain for black people, for them to have their social media. It doesn't matter. And that's why I said in the beginning, stop trying to be afraid over here. Stop trying to say, oh, I don't want to say this, that, or that. I don't want to say I'm encouraging or whatever. I don't care. You do what you have to do for you and your family to survive. That's what you're supposed to do. Screw trying to sugarcoat things. You do what you have to do to survive. That's where we have always been. But now we are seeing it more so. We are seeing it more so, and it's being heavy pushed in our face. They have already brought the physical war to us. The thing is how we going to return the favor. Are we going to say, okay, you gave us this, now let's go back to usual? Or are you going to say, nah, we're going to get what is ours? See, reparation is not only a blood debt that needs to be paid, that is owed. Reparation also means the justice for our ancestors. That is what reparation is for. That is what Vicky Dillard recently said, where she said, I loved it. When she spoke upon the justice for our people. I love that part. Reparations, we all know that it was a blood debt that needs to be paid by these individuals. So when you got white people over here talking about, I ain't about to pay for what our people did centuries ago. Excuse me. We have Jim Crow. And we have our grandparents who's still alive, who's saying that the things that they did back then 40, 50 years ago is the same thing that they saying we are doing. So, no. It includes that. And there are certain places in the South that they still practice Jim Crow. And also, too, we still seeing our black men being lynched out here, bodies swinging in the trees. We're still seeing ourselves being shot out here. So, no, you going to pay. If you're giving your money to the Jews, you giving billions in foreign aid to individuals that we had nothing to do with during World War II. If you over here in New York, you giving illegals $15,000, $15,000. That is our tax dollars as well that's going in their pockets. Okay, now we got the Asians over here going to get money. That's our tax dollars that they are going to get. We got Latinos over here. They getting money, all type of tangibles, all type of lands. That's also included our money. So, and these white people ain't saying a damn thing about that. But when it comes to us saying we going to get what's our, oh, wait. We ain't going to do that. We ain't going to do that here. No, fuck that. We're going to do that. And if you don't like it, then guess what? You're not going to like the consequences behind it. I'm being for real about this. And I'm not playing about this. We need to get up off this scare mode, man. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm tired of seeing our people crying. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of seeing us not getting any goddamn justice. I'm tired of seeing us always talking about, oh, pray, thank God, thank God. Well, where is he? Where is he? Everybody else is over here living their life, but we're still living in hell. You mean to tell me that in order for me to experience peace, I have to die? What type of life is that? That's not even right. That's not fair. That's not logical at all. We should all be able to live and to thrive. We should all be able to pass down generational wealth. But we're not. Yet we're dealing with these ex-police officers over here talking about that they want to set us back 5 generations. These folks out here are murdering us. There's a documentary by Ken Burns, World War II. I believe it was in Germany. It was in Germany. And one of the soldiers did say that they are out here murdering us, so let us just go out here with a bang and take as many with us. And they did that. They did that. Like I said, that has been in their history, in their mind. You're not going to treat us any old type of way. We're going to get justice one way or another, and you're not going to like the way how we get justice. We, as foundational Black Americans, we should have always had that mindset, but right now we need to have that mindset imprinted on the front of our goddamn foreheads. That's where it needs to be. Excuse me for saying all this harsh language. I try my best not to do saying cuss words, but I'm just tired. I'm fed up. I'm fed up, and I just want to know when is enough going to be enough. But I will tell you this: those who are about that life, those who are about, I don't care. If you hurt one of mine, I'm coming after you, and we ain't gonna do no damn forgiving. You best believe I'm fighting right alongside you, brother or sister or child. It is what it is. You could look up. I can't think of this man's name, but he was was he a dentist, or he was, or no, he was something in medical in the army. I believe it was it's some island, whatever it was, that they was fighting against the Japanese, and it was an infirmary. That's it. He was an infirmary. That's what his position was, and he saved these individuals by telling them to leave. And they said after it cleared up, he caught 75 bullets, but he killed like 90 or something like that of the Japanese. If I got to do something like that, or if any of us got to do something like that, hey, like I said, I'm thinking about our next generation. I don't want to see our next generation be doing the same exact damn thing that we're doing. We've already had that. We need to stop that. We're not going to have a third generation doing the same thing, talking about you should treat us the same. We are human. Where's your morality? They're never going to find morality because they don't know what that is when it comes to us. So that's all I got to say right now. I did not mean for it to go over 20 minutes. I actually was trying to get it at 15, but I did have something to say, and I knew that I did not want to post it online or whatever the case may be. But rest assured, you will be hearing my voice even more so, because we need fighters. That's what we need. We need fighters out here. We need people with a harsh voice. We need people who's going to say enough. That's it.